Welcome to a new Timeless Love Pick a Card reading, my gorgeous ones. I'm Dr. V, and I do tarot readings that give you clarity and confidence in your journey to love and sacred union with your soulmate or twin flame, especially if you're in separation with them with little or no contact. So I want to give a big shout out to all of our new subscribers for joining our Live Tarot family. You're going to meet incredible people in this community who are all on the same journey as you. So welcome and thank you for being here. I also want to thank all of you, the whole family, for all of the love that you give to me, how you support one another, and how you all help this channel to grow by subscribing, liking, and sharing our readings. You really are the best. I'm so blessed, and thank you so much. So today, we are doing a new kind of pick a card reading, and we're going to answer the question, will I see him again? I've picked out 3 beautiful fairies here that you can choose, and then I'm going to do a reading for each of them. So I'll be using a variety of decks in this tarot reading, including the 3 oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. And make sure that you visit my website, livetarot.com. If you want to download my free guides on twin flames, order the oracle decks, or schedule a personal reading with me. Now, I want you to take a moment to pause, take a deep breath, and feel which one of these 3 fairies you feel most guided to. It doesn't have to be just one. You can choose 1, 2, or all of the readings, and then receive the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. So let me show you each fairy. Fairy number 1 is Flourish. Fairy number 2 is Transformation. And fairy number 3 is Manifestation. So go ahead and maybe take a deep breath and see which you feel most guided to. Of course, you can take all the readings. Also, affirmation of the day is going to be after all 3 of these readings, and the timestamp for that is in the box below, along with, of course, the timestamp for each of these 3 readings. So let's get started with our first fairy, the Flourish fairy. For those of you who chose the Flourish fairy, welcome to your reading. We are going to start off with putting together your cards. So today we're asking the question to Spirit, will I see him again? Will I see him again? Okay, so this is interesting. Look at this. Already we are seeing here signs of blooming, signs of fertility, which tells us that there are definite stirrings going on in this connection. Your masculine, and I do use the terms divine masculine and divine feminine, but I use them as energy. So please do take it as it resonates and leave the rest. So I feel that your masculine has been repressing his emotions for quite some time. See, we have the denial card here. Repressed emotions, rejection, unable to see below the surface. So there's definitely something that has gone on in your connection that has triggered him in some way, something, and it's not because you did something, but I believe that it has to do with the kinds of emotions that this connection has brought out in your masculine. I'm feeling that your masculine is somebody who has been, burying his emotions for a long period of time. He's not comfortable with going very deep into the recesses of his heart, because there's something there that is scarred. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling of scarring, things that have wounded him, and he has just kind of like left the scar tissue there. And because of that, he kind of operates more at a spontaneous level. He kind of just takes things one at a time, because I do feel that when emotions run deep, when emotions get really complicated for your masculine, he tends to try to deny or repress them, and he may even try to run away. So this is why I'm feeling that he had gone into some sort of a denial mode here, and maybe even a hermit mode, as in that's why he may have stepped back and stopped communicating. But what this shows us, now that we have two cards of fruition and fertility here, which is really interesting, this is a good transition, as in there is definitely some movement going on here. If you feel that your masculine has been kind of inert, he's been kind of stuck just in one place, not really moving forward, there's definitely some sort of ideas, something starting to stir within him that he wants to come to bloom, as in he's thinking differently. He's trying to think in a way and feel in a way that is new and fresh. He's trying to manifest something different. He wants this connection to start growing again, because it feels as if it has been stagnant for some time now. So let's get some tarot for you. Spirit, can you tell us, will I see him again? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Will I see him again? Oh boy. This is fantastic. Just fantastic. I'm going to get one more card here. Will I see him again? Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? All right, so look at this. I want to show you this because I feel like there is a really beautiful theme running through this particular reading that I'm loving, and it really has to do with growth, new, fresh growth. We had fertility, we had planting seeds, right? Planting seeds of new ideas, new thoughts, doing things differently. And now look at this, we are getting the sun, as in the sun's energy coming in to bless this connection, to bless the growth that is there, right? Because even as your masculine may want to be doing things differently here, he may be trying to plant some new seeds with you. He may be trying to explore new regions of his heart, right? I think he's starting to realize, as you see right here, that the denial that he's been in, has not served him well. And so I feel like this sun's energy is really the opening up of his heart. It's the opening up of his spirit in a new way. And without the sun, right? Without the sun's warmth and the sun's rays and the sun's power, we cannot have this fruition, right? We cannot have this blooming that we are seeking, the blooming of this connection. And so what a beautiful card to get here as a confirmation from spirit that as your masculine is wanting to help himself, right? Because they say that no one can help you unless you are ready to help yourself, right? And so I feel like as your masculine is getting ready to help himself, spirit is saying, you have our blessings. because you are ready to come out of your shell, because you are ready to do things differently, and you're ready to open up your heart, we are going to give you the strength. We are going to bring the power of the sun's energy to you. And we are going to bless the fruition, the flourishing. Oh my gosh, look at the synchronicity here. Do you see this? Oh, so powerful. Look at this. We are going to bless the flourishing of this connection. I want you to see how all of these cards have come together. And, I'm so grateful to Spirit right now, because I feel like, look, you saw me shuffle them, and okay, I've shared this before. I'm the worst shuffler in the world. So I was a bit nervous about this reading. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have to shuffle in front of everybody. So I'm the worst shuffler in the world, but I feel like Spirit guided my hand for you today, because look at this: flourish, fertility, fruition, and the sun. Nothing could be more powerful than this. I am so loving this. I hope you're seeing how powerful these messages are. And so I feel like what's going to be happening here, and we want to answer this question: will I see him again? Yes, absolutely, you're going to see him again, because this connection is blessed. This connection may have felt dead to you for some time now. It could have been a short amount of time. It could have been a longer amount of time. Look at this. 10 of Wands. So both of you have been feeling, if you've been especially in some form of separation, you have been feeling that this connection has been feeling dead, as in it has weighed you both down for a long time. 10 of Wands energy, very overwhelming, very stressful, feeling like you're just carrying the burden too much. And I feel, feminine, you really felt this. You really felt that you could not, that this connection was not flourishing for you, because you felt that you were carrying the burden of this connection on your back for way too long, because your masculine, could be feminine too. Either way that you see it, your masculine and you were having a difficult time with balance, with you feeling that the burden was always on you, that you were the one who always had to initiate. You had to show him your love, your affection. You had to initiate contact. You had to initiate messages back and forth. And you got tired of that. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You put your foot down. You may have even put your foot down and said, you know what? I've done enough. I'm not going to do anymore. And that is absolutely fine. I think you did the right thing, because in you stepping back, even though this may be a separation, in you stepping back, you cleared this energy, feminine. You decided that you were going to drop these 10 wands. And that's a good thing, because that made you feel so much more rejuvenated. It made you feel so much more refreshed. You were able to heal. You were able to give yourself space and time to step back and let your masculine feel the pain of that separation. Feel the pain of where this denial actually brought him, which is not much, right? Didn't really bring him to any good places here, but he needed to feel that, right? And so I feel because of this separation, which has worked, I think, to your advantage for sure. Now your masculine is seeing what a gift you really are, because the messages have stopped, right? Your love, your nurturing, the sun's energy, your warmth to him, your love, all of that stopped. And as that stopped, and as he descended into the cold darkness of that absence, he finally realized that your love was this beautiful gift like the sun. And so he is now appreciating you. And that's what brings me to this wonderful Fool's energy here, because again, in answer to the question, will I see him again? Yes, yes, and yes. Absolutely yes, because look at this. This is showing me that he wants a new start. He's learned a spiritual lesson here. He wants a new beginning, and that he may be coming to you to ask you for this. And now you are going to have to decide, do you want a fresh start with your masculine? Do you want to go on this new road, this new adventure together? But are you going to first have that conversation that, you know, he needs to stop denying and repressing his emotions? He needs to start to fully open up his heart. So it's important that as you get on this path, that you also have that conversation. So what are some messages from the masculine to his feminine at this time? Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? What are some messages from the masculine to his feminine? See, look at this. I am a better person because of you. And I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. So this is definitely the energy of him understanding. Isn't this a beautiful confirmation? Him understanding the difference between life with you and life without you. And then seeing that you are that gift, because now he is a better person because of you. And the fact that this denial, this repression that he was going through, the fact that he couldn't open up his heart really did split him from who he really is. It split him from himself and his own identity. See, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. So this is something that he's going to have to continue to work on, feminine. Wow, that is so lovely. So make sure that you leave me a comment. You also go to Affirmation of the Day and put that in the comment box below. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next reading. So now we're going to move on to our second fairy, which is the fairy of transformation. So for those of you who chose the transformation fairy, welcome to your reading. And so let's ask Spirit, will I see him again? Let's get some messages. Will I see him again, Spirit? Oh my gosh, another blooming. Wow, there's some blooming energies here going on. Will I see him again, Spirit? Will I see him again? All right, so I do use the term masculine and feminine, so please do use them. I use them as energies, so please use them as they work for you. So I'm feeling that your masculine has had a difficult time lately with balance. See? We're getting the balance card. So there have been things going on in his life, as well as in this connection, that may have thrown him off balance. And I do believe that a lot of it may have to do with different pressures that have been on him lately that have made him feel like he's literally standing at a crossroads. So see, divergent paths, choices, confusion, follow your intuition. So I do feel that your masculine, up till, I would say up till the past, I think 2019, okay, this is coming through very strongly, so I have to say this. Up till 2019, he had a different kind of energy. And for some reason, as we got into 2020, like January, February, I feel like he kind of lost his way. So up till this point, it's like you knew him as a very strong, very determined, a very balanced and visionary kind of a masculine, as in you felt the strength of his energy. Excuse me. You felt that he was very much on a path, that he knew where he was going, he knew what he was doing, and he knew who he was. And that was one of the things that you respected the most about him. And you felt that he was a very trustworthy kind of a guy. Like there was something about him that you felt you could really trust. He seems to be an anchor to everybody in his life, like as in like he's kind of like that solid guy, that you believe in, that people believe in, his family, his friends, everybody feels that they can depend on him. But I feel like something happened in the past 4 months or so, and it could be even related to what's going on in your connection as well as what's going on in the greater world, like his career also, that really just took him off balance, and he's been starting to feel the pressure from multiple angles here, and so he's kind of lost his way. And I feel like a lot of what has resulted from him losing his way has been also an imbalance in your connection. So I feel like as he got more and more stressed out, as he got to a point where he didn't know which choices he should make, and he wasn't sure, he went from being this very solid masculine to being a lost masculine. That really put a lot of pressure on your love, on your connection as well. And so what I'm feeling from him is that if he has withdrawn from this connection, it's because he's looking for balance. He's looking to balance out his energies. He's looking to find his path again so that he can come back to you again in this blooming energy. So this is a very interesting energy that is running through, at least the first reading. Now we're on the second reading with the same kind of energy, the energy of wanting something to be reborn, wanting something to be renewed and to bloom again in a new season. So now let's do your tarot. Will I see him again, Spirit? Will I see him again? Oh, oh my God. Oh my gosh. I feel like Spirit is really giving us winks. That whole idea of winks from the universe, winks from Spirit. Oh my gosh. They are on a path today, and I really believe that they want to tell us how important it is to be in a spring-like enthusiasm, to be in a blooming of the heart, because Seven of Pentacles, this is another energy of planting seeds, of blooming, of waiting for that beautiful time in which all of the seeds of love that you have planted are going to come to fruition. Oh, it's just such a beautiful energy coming through. Will I see him, Spirit? Will I see him? Ooh, okay. We're getting some threes coming through here. Will I see him, Spirit? Will I see him again? Okay. So we have, again, see? Remember when I was saying that there's something in him that took a turn. He somehow lost his sense of himself. He lost the sense of identity that he has built for a long period of time. And I think that really threw him for a loop. And like I said before, I do believe that it has to do with partly his career or his finances or his mode of literally putting food on the table, right? So I'm feeling that he is feeling extremely down about income, about abundance. I do feel that he's feeling a bit that lack and poverty mindset, and he's feeling like what he needs to do right now to make ends meet is toil and labor, because things may have changed. His income may have really gone down, and he may be very, very stressed about that. So I do feel that with this Three of Cups energy, I feel that what he is most frustrated by is interference from others at this time. So I feel like there are multiple messages here. So please take the ones that resonate for you and leave the rest. So I feel like for some of you, you are in a third-party situation. So either you are in a situation that you're unhappy in and are wanting to leave, and so is he, both of you, or it could be one of you. It could be that he is in a miserable situation and wanting to leave. And so I feel like whatever has happened since 2020 has begun, it has been a definite new phase for your masculine. He is definitely getting tired of whatever this energy is, of whoever is interfering in this, in his life overall, as well as in his connection with you. And that is why he's also in the energy of this transformation. That is why it's in alignment with the fact that this is the fairy of transformation, because when you are at a crossroads, which is where your masculine is, it definitely is a matter of life and death. Like, you must transform to the next level, or else you're going to be stuck where you are. And that feeling is literally a feeling of misery. So I do feel for some of you that is the case. If you're not in a third party situation, I feel that there are other factors here that are really interfering in this connection. It could be family, it could be other influences, it could be bad friends, it could also be addictions or toxic behaviors. But there's definitely a third energy here coming through that has disrupted your connection, and has maybe made you go into this kind of separation. But I do feel that he is getting to a point where he's going to have to make that decision as to, does he want to stay stuck in that negative energy, or is he ready to pretty much tell this person off? I mean, as in tell these people or tell the situation, look, I don't want you anymore. I'm done. I'm moving on. But again, as he does that, it may take a bit of effort for him, and it may take, it may take a lot of determination for him to pull that off. But because, see, he definitely wants to take action. Three of Wands is wanting to take action, but also waiting for a sign. So I feel like as he is gaining his balance again, as he is trying to put forth, the kind of actions it's going to take for him to get out of the situation that he's in his life, as well as be able to return to this connection, he's waiting for some sort of a sign here. And I feel like that is a similar energy to this Seven of Pentacles, because this is also about how he feels that he has done certain things that are important. He has planted seeds. So I feel like he does feel like he is now taking action towards changing this energy right here and coming back into balance, and perhaps even coming back into your life. But he feels that he is waiting to see and to assess, where is this actually going? But at the same time, the good thing here is that he does want to come back. So this energy is definitely of somebody who wants to see you again. He does. But I do feel that it may take a bit more time because of this kind of waiting card. So let's see what his messages are to you. What are the Divine Masculine's messages to his feminine at this time? This one this one actually just jumped right out, so we're going to take it. What are the Divine Masculine's messages to his feminine? Look at this. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. And it was like a fairy tale when we met. All right. So these are definitely very positive messages. So like I said, he is still in a bit of a paused energy, but it's not because he doesn't want to see you. I think there are things that he needs to work out that are coming through right here. He needs to make some important decisions. He needs to make decisions that are going to support your connection. Because see, this is the thing. You don't want him to come back when he is not ready. As in, you don't want him to come back into your life all fast and quick, making promises that he can't keep, right? It's better that he takes his time. And of course, see, he's still watching you. He's still there. He's still very emotionally connected to you. He has not given up on you. He does want to see you. He is dreaming about that fairy tale phase that you went through, the love that you had. But you want him to figure all of this stuff out first, so that when he does make the decision to come back to you, to see you, to come to you, he has found that balance. You don't want him to come back to you still in that imbalanced state, because then he may head off again, right? He may separate again. So I do believe that he very much wants to come back, but he is waiting to find that balance. He is waiting for certain things to be resolved first. Okay, so I hope that you got some clarity from that. Make sure you leave me a comment, and make sure you do go to the affirmation of the day. The timestamp for that is in the description box below. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on the next reading. So now we are going to our manifestation fairy. So if you have picked this fairy, your reading is coming up. Okay, so if you chose the manifestation fairy, welcome to your reading. So we're going to start by asking the question, will I see him again? Spirit, will I see him again? Ooh, this one jumped out. Oh my gosh. Oh, Spirit. Okay, so if you guys have chosen all 3 readings, which I actually suggest you do, because there is a common theme from Spirit here running through every reading so far. It has been amazing, and it is the spirit of blooming, new beginnings, fertility, fresh starts, beautiful roses, and just it's the sun, and it's just been incredible. So I do feel that there is a beautiful energy of new beginnings coming through in this reading. So will I see him again, Spirit? Will I see him again? Oh, lovely. Will I see him again? Wow. Okay. So what I'm feeling from this is that you're masculine, and I do use masculine and feminine. Please do use them as they work for you. I use them as energies. So I do feel that your masculine has gone through a very dark night of the soul. He has been in a void for a long period of time now. He has really gone through a period of severe resistance. That's what this void really means. Because see, if you look at the figure here, they are laying down, their eyes are closed, and look at them, their back is to the universe. As in, they have turned their back on the world, on their own spiritual connection to that world, and to the universe itself. I mean, this is a very deep form of resistance. So I'm feeling that your masculine, part of his resistance has resulted in whatever separation that you may be going through at this time, whether you are having little or no contact, or whether you are together but really having a difficult time communicating at this time. Know that it is because he has this deep sense of resistance in his foundational energy. And when we have that, it really wreaks havoc, right, on our emotional life. It really gets in the way between us and our success in every way. I mean, our success in life, our success in the material world, our success in the spiritual world, and definitely in our connection with our twin flame or our soulmate and the love that we want in our lives. And so your masculine really has been going through a healing process. Now, this is the good news. is that he has, in this separation or during this dark time, there are now, I mean, he's been going through it for a while, but there are now glimmers of hope coming through. It is, I'm feeling, the end of a cycle. He's coming to the end of that negative cycle. And you know, we all go through it. You know, I'm not here to judge any of the masculines or feminines or anybody. We all go through these cycles in life. It wouldn't be life if we didn't have them, and we wouldn't be human if we didn't succumb to negative energies, right? It really does take conscious effort and a real commitment to our spiritual development and to our own growth and to our own healing to come out of energies of the void, right? We've all been here. We've all been here. So you're masculine. This is the glimmer of hope that I'm loving right now, which is that in whatever this separation has been, he is trying to heal. Okay, it is an ongoing process, but he is trying to heal. See, self-care, time out, be gentle with yourself and your twin. So this is good. He's been going through this process, and that process is now leading him to look at new opportunities, to start facing the world again, not turning his back to the world, not turning his back to the blessings that are coming to him through your love. See, new opportunity, release the past. This is your second chance. Oh, this is so beautiful. So I feel like so far the answer to the question, will I see him? Yes, he does want to see you. So let's go deeper. Let's do your tarot. Will I see him? Spirit, will I see him? Oh, Spirit, will I see him? Will I see him? This is actually really, really good. Really good. I'm loving this. Spirit, will I see him? Ooh. Okay, very interesting. Now, look at this. I'm going to put this aside for now. Look at what he got. The Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so, and you know what I find amazing is, look at this. Look at how each of these cards, each of the tarot truly do correlate with, they are in synchronicity. This is the amazing miracle. And you saw me shuffle them right in front of you, right? Being the worst shuffler in the world. You saw me shuffle them in front of you, and they are in perfect alignment with the card that came before. So as he is looking towards having a fresh start, look at this. The universe and spirit is blessing this connection with the Wheel of Fortune. This is such a great card to get. It is a blessing. It is so positive. This tells us that as your masculine is putting in the work, as he is putting in that healing work, as he is putting in the work of self-reflection, introspection, going in deep on who he is, where he's been, what mistakes he's made, and where he's going now, that process in itself is going to be transformational to him. And the effects of that are going to ripple. They're going to reverberate around his entire world. You know, I feel like I'm getting this vision from Spirit of a lake, and a lake being really this very, almost like glass, just totally still, calm and smooth. But then you throw a pebble into it and it ripples, right? And you see the ripples reverberate throughout the lake. That is the vision that I'm getting, is that his world, when he was in that void's energy right here, what became to a standstill like that lake, right? There was no movement. It was such stuck energy because of his resistance. There was absolutely no movement in that void's energy. He was just static. And I think because of that, there was no forward movement in your connection. And that was truly heartbreaking to both of you. And you, feminine, really suffered through that because you felt like, how long is this going to be stuck? How long are we going to go back and forth on this and get nowhere, right? It's like you feel like you're spinning your wheels, like this wheel of fortune. It's like the wheel was stuck in the mud. It was just spinning, but it wasn't actually leading you guys forward because he was in that resistant energy. But now, because he is putting in this healing time, and see, because he realizes that he's been in the devil's energy. This is huge. This is huge. Major arcana, huge spiritual lessons that your masculine is experiencing at this time. This devil's energy has been what has kept him back, right? Resistance, being literally imprisoned in bad energy, imprisoned in toxic behaviors. I'm also feeling for some of you, maybe not for all of you, your masculine also dealt with negative patterns of behavior, a lot of self-worth issues, a lot of negative behavior. I'm also feeling anger, resentment, negative thinking, and a lot of self-destructive behavior that comes from a very deep sense of not valuing himself. And when we don't value ourselves, how can we value the love that we get from others, right? So he didn't value you as well. He didn't understand what he had. Like, he treated the absolute diamond that he had in you, he treated it as a pebble because he didn't know any better. And, you know, this is so common. This is so common when we come from really bad experiences where we've never felt true love. And even when somebody gives it to us, we don't accept it. We think that it's fake, or we think it's temporary, or we think that they're just, you know, telling us lies to make us happy, or, you know, they're just keeping us happy in for now, as it's temporary, and at one point it will be withdrawn, right? So there's a lot of insecurity here. So this devil's energy, it makes sense that it came out here, right? Because of his resistance, because of his being so stuck. And so I love the fact that it's showing us here that he is healing from this energy. And as he heals from this energy, this wheel is finally turning for the two of you. So yes, will you see him again? Yes. Yes. Why? Because of this Seven of Wands in reverse. I love this because, right, in its upright form, this is where he was when he was in the void. And see, that is why I love the fact that this came with this energy here, because when you are in the void, you are definitely a Seven of Wands energy. You are standing your ground. You are just very defensive. You are stubborn. You are sticking to your guns. You are standing there waiting for an attack. You're turning your back on the world. You don't want to accept anyone or anything because you are suspicious. You think that people are out to get you. You think that nobody has your back. Only you, that you have to defend yourself, that you are the only person who's there to care for yourself. You can't trust, you can't let in. And that is why you've turned your back, because you can't let anything in. What I love about the fact that it came in reverse for you is that he's finally bringing that guard down. Isn't that amazing? He's finally bringing it down. And so for some of you, I do feel, who are in third-party situations, one of the reasons why he is finally now able to think about bringing his guard down, to let go of this energy. So I feel like for some of you, this is not for all of you, so take the message as it resonates. For some of you, he was dealing with some sort of a false person in his life. Now, this could be a toxic spouse, ex-spouse, lingering energy from somebody toxic. It could be anybody. It doesn't just have to be a partner, but definitely this person was dragging him down, and now he is definitely trying to get out. He's definitely trying to get rid of this person or their energy so that he can have this fresh start, so that he can come to the end of the bad void cycle that he has been in. And this Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor together. I love this. So let's get some messages from him to you. Messages from your divine masculine. You challenge me in ways that make me grow, and I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. Oh boy, isn't that amazing? See, this is exactly it. So you definitely challenged him to change his ways, as in your love, your commitment. Even if you had to walk away, or he walked away, or you're in some sort of separation, it doesn't matter, because the connection is still there. He knows that you are the real one who has his back. You see through his defenses. You see through all of that Seven of Wands defending that he's been doing, because you see that it's a facade. You didn't let it get in your way. You let it be. And you let your love win, your love for him. And you challenged him by loving him anyway. And you made him realize that you are going to be there. You are not going to run away like everybody else did. You are not going to betray him, abandon him like everybody else did. Wow. This is so beautiful. So make sure that you now move on to affirmation of the day. Put that in the comment box below, as well as any comments that you have for me, because I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next reading. So let's go off to our affirmation of the day. So our affirmation of the day today is all about our own self-worth, knowing that we are priceless, knowing that we deserve all of the blessings that life has to offer. So make sure you write in the comment box below, I deserve the best. I deserve the absolute best, and I always get it. You can add that too. Because that's what I always say to myself. I deserve the best, and I always get it. So if you would like to have a private reading with me, because of course these are general readings, the messages may not always resonate with you. Your situation is special and unique. So that's what a private reading would be between us. The link for that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I have created especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.